Howdy and welcome to the Mighty Mighty Chuck channel. I'm Chuck. This video is the second episode in the Bobby Apple story. It's a story I'm telling through the character Bobby Apple. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Thank you. My name is Bobby Apple, and this part of the story takes place back when I'm 3. As I told you in the other video, I was having a marvelous summer back when I was 3. Marvelous. On one occasion, my sister and I, we were riding our bicycle together. I liked that when my sister and I would ride our bicycle together. I'm not sure she particularly liked it, but I loved it. Just, riding, her riding. I felt like a big boy riding with my older sister. I did. Riding with my older sister. Fun. So my sister and I are riding our bicycles. And we come to the house where the lady lives who likes to chase me with a broom. We come to the house and I stop. And my sister, she kind of turns her bicycle around and she stops. And she looks at me and I look at her. We look at each other and we look at the house. And my sister, she says, Why did you stop? We need to keep going. We don't want to stop in front of the house. That lady, she's not a nice lady. And I tell my sister, I think she's perfectly nice. We have a good time together. And my sister, she no, she doesn't like you. We need to ride on. But still, I'm fascinated by that house. I'm fascinated by that house and that lady who lives there. And it occurs to me that it's summer. It's summer. And yet there are leaves. There are leaves all about the yard. And I know the lady rakes. She rakes. It's not like, some people who just leave their leaves, and don't rake. This lady rakes. And yet her yard is always full of leaves. And it's summer. Why are there so many leaves in her yard when it's summer? So I look at my sister and I ask her, why are there so many leaves in this yard? Why are there so many leaves in this yard? And my sister looks at me. She says, because they don't rake. They don't rake the yard. The lady's not nice and she never does a thing to rake. She never does a thing. She just lets her yard go. That's the kind of lady she is. And she's not a nice lady. We need to ride on. And I'm confused. I look at my sister. No, I've seen the lady rake. She likes to rake her yard. She rakes the leaves up in a big old pile, and I like to ride through the pile. And my sister looks at me. No, the lady never rakes. She never rakes. She never rakes. That's what my sister tells me. And it confuses me. I know my sister's not a liar. I mean, she's not. She's not pulling some joke on, although she does like to play jokes on me. Don't misunderstand. She looks at me as her little brother and a dumb little kid she can lie to. So, okay, she might be lying. She might be pulling my leg. I think, okay, she might be. I first, I want to say, she never lies to me, but the truth is, she does. Because I'm a dumb kid, and she likes to pull my leg. She likes to pull my leg. So is she pulling my leg? Is she trying to pull my leg now? But still, it doesn't make sense. The lady rakes and rakes her yard, and yet it's always full of leaves. It doesn't make sense. So my sister and I are in front of this house where this lady lives who likes to chase me with her broom. We're there on the sidewalk. We're on our bicycles. And the door to the house opens. The door to the house opens. And the lady comes out of the house. She doesn't look like the lady I recognize that rakes the leaves. She doesn't look like that lady. I look at my sister and I say, who's that lady there? I'm confused. And my sister says, that's the lady who lives there. That's the lady that's not nice. And she's about to get her shotgun and start shooting at us. I, I tell my sister, nobody's going to shoot at us. Nobody's that crazy shooting at children. You're pulling my leg. And my sister said, okay, maybe she's not going to shoot at us, but she's going to be mean. She's going to come after us with, I don't know, maybe a basket of eggs and start throwing eggs at us. Or maybe a basket of tomatoes. She's not a nice lady. That's what my sister says. And I tell my sister, I've never seen that lady before. That's not the lady who lives there. And my sister says, that's the only lady who lives there. Nobody else can stand to live with that woman. She's mean and she's crazy. She's mean and she's crazy. I'm confused. That's not the lady that I've seen living there. It's not the same lady. So I'm confused, but I say, oh, whatever. I'm ready to start back riding my bicycle. So my sister, she agrees. She wants to get away from that lady before the lady starts whatever she thinks the lady's going to do. I don't know what the lady's ever done to my sister. So we start riding. And I asked my sister, so she's actually thrown eggs at you or tomatoes or actually got a gun out? And my sister says, no, not really, not to me, but she's done it to other children. There's stories around. People have told stories about her doing things like that. So she's never actually attacked you. I asked my sister, she's never really attacked you, has she? And my sister says, no, but I've heard stories. They're true. I mean, you just look at the lady. You can tell. And her yard, she never rakes her yard. And I said, but the other lady who lives there, she does rake the yard. She rakes the yard all the time. She rakes the yard all the time. And the yard's still covered with leaves. It doesn't make sense, does it? And my sister says, no, Bobby. A lot of times you don't make sense. You don't make any sense at all. I know you're just 3, but you talk weird for a 3-year-old. And look, you're riding a bicycle. You're 3 years old, and you're riding a bicycle without training wheels. That's weird. That's odd. And you told me about remembering before you were born. That's not normal, Bobby. That's not normal. You told me about before you were born. You remembered seeing our great aunt die. You told me how she rose from her body. You told me how there were these people standing around with you, and they were afraid that you would spook her when she rose out of her body. Bobby, that's not normal. That's not normal talk. I don't know what to tell my sister. It's normal for me. I remember before I was born. Some things, not everything. I don't remember everything. Mostly what I remember through dreams. And so there is that dream filter. And of course, dreams do get confused with, reality. Sometimes in some dreams, if they're lucid dreams, where does reality begin and end and the dream begin and end? Sometimes it's confusing, but there are some memories that actually come from dreams. There are memories that come from dreams. And I'm pretty sure that I do remember when my great aunt died. I remember seeing her rise from her body, and this was before I was born. I remember that. It's not weird for me. It might be weird for you. It's not weird for me. But I realize my sister thinks I'm weird. My sister thinks I'm weird. So we're riding our bicycle, and I guess I am weird. We're riding our bicycle, and we spin around, and we start riding the other direction. And my sister motions for us to go on the other side of the road. She doesn't want us to be on the side of the road where that house is and where that lady is. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. She wants to get on the other side of the road to avoid that. But no, we come to a turn, and we actually go a different direction than we normally do. We turn down a different road. We ride on down, and we ride by where there's a swimming pool. It's a big pool that's in the mill village. And we get off our bicycles, and we go to the chain link fence that surrounds the pool. And we put our little fingers through the chain, and we look into the pool area where there's people swimming, splashing around. And I noticed my sister, she's kind of got her eye on a boy. I don't ask about it. I don't know. I don't know whether it's one of her friends or somebody she wants to be her friend. It looks like it's a boy about her age. I noticed the women that's a good bit older than me. I'll be honest. I noticed them. I did. I noticed them. Beautiful women in that pool. There was. Beautiful women. Do you know I noticed something else? There was no beautiful black women in that pool. No beautiful black women in that pool. No beautiful black women in that pool. That kind of disappointed me. I'd like to see a beautiful black woman in a swimsuit. I would have. I would have liked that. No beautiful black women swimming in that pool. No, not a single one. But no, there were some beautiful white women in their swimsuits, and they looked all sexy, they did. So my sister and I stand there for a bit, and then we get back on our bicycle, and we ride on around. And I notice my sister, the way she rides, it's intentionally to avoid being in front of the house where that lady is. And I look, why are you afraid of that lady? I know the stories, I get that, you told me about the stories. But why should you be afraid of that lady? She's not really going to hurt you. She's not really going to hurt you. You've just heard stories. You've heard stories. That's probably a perfectly nice lady. It's not the lady that lives there. No, it's not. We still disagree on that. My sister and I, we kind of fuss and feud on that. I thought, that's not the lady that lives there. And she said, yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. We disagree on that. But regardless, the lady that she thinks lives there, and it's the lady I saw, with my sister, and I saw her there too. Still, it's not the lady I normally see there. But I tell my sister, she's probably a perfectly nice woman. She probably is. And she's not going to hurt little children. No. No. No, she doesn't want to go into prison. She's not going to hurt children. No. Just the idea of a woman hurting children, to me, that's just ridiculous. Who ever heard of such a thing? No. So, anyway, we go on, we ride home, and Lisa May, our maid, she's got sandwiches fixed for us, and we eat, and I got my chocolate milk. I love my chocolate milk. I do. Beautiful chocolate milk. I love beautiful chocolate milk. I do. I really do. So we're at home, and my sister starts telling my mother how much she wants to go swimming. She wants to go swimming. Yeah, she wants to go swimming where that boy is. Yeah, she does. I know what it's about, but I don't say anything. So my mother agrees, and my father, he's at home too, and he agrees. So we get our stuff together, and we walk down to the pool. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful. It's sunny. So sunny. Back in those days, the sun had a kind of orange glow. It's not white like it is now. I don't know why the sun has gone from being orange to white. It's rather odd, isn't it? The sun once was kind of orange, and now it's white. It's kind of odd. And though it was a beautiful sunny day, there were still clouds in the sky. There was a bit of clouds in the sky. There was. But it was a beautiful day, and it was warm. It was warm, and we had our swimsuits on. And, I had some kind of strange, what do you call it, a beach coat, I guess. A beach jacket, a beach coat, a beach robe. A little white thing tied around me. I had a little suntan lotion on my nose, just a little on my nose there. My sister, she had these big glasses, sunglasses, and kind of a bonnet, and her swimsuit was polka dot, and it had like a trim lace around it, kind of. Well, she looked amusing to me. She really did. I guess we all looked amusing. Going down to the pool. So we get into the pool area, and I take my little white robe off. And I take my flip-flops off. I'm wearing flip-flops. I take my flip-flops off. And Mother takes my hand and she eases me down in the pool. She's holding my hand as we go down in the pool. She's got this big old hat on and sunglasses, even while she's going down in the water. She's not planning on getting down in the water. She's, and my father, he's standing off. He's talking to somebody about something. I don't know what. It's fun. It's fun. Get many people in the pool area. Mother sees somebody she knows, and she, waves and talks to him a bit. And my sister, she's easing her way toward that boy she noticed. She's easing her way. She's timid. I never realized my sister was timid, really. I never had. She's kind of timid, and she's easing down toward the boy. And I see kids, swimming about, and I think, I should be able to swim, shouldn't I? I should be able to swim. I should be able to. So I kind of started bouncing around in the water. My mother still has my hand. I'm bouncing around. And I notice on a kind of a lounge chair back on the back side of the pool area, I noticed the woman that my sister was afraid of that lived in the house with the leaves. She's kind of in the back area. And she has kind of I don't think he's my age. He might be close to my age. I'm not sure. Maybe a little older. Probably a little older. Maybe a lot older. But he's kind of a small-framed kid. It's hard to tell his age. I'm really not sure. But he's with a woman. He kind of has an odd look about him. Kind of an odd look. He's just sitting there, and he's real pale, looking real pale. And there's something about his eyes. His eyes look almost dead. Have you ever seen somebody like that, where their eyes look almost dead? He's sitting there, and his eyes, they're kind of spooky. I don't want to talk bad about anybody, but his eyes were kind of spooky, and he was sitting with that lady. Now, understand, this is the lady my sister says lives in the house, not the lady I normally see at the house. No, this is the woman my sister says lives at the house. So I splash at my sister. I splash at her. Just as she's about to approach the boy, I splash at her. Splash. And she turns at me, and she's mad. She's mad. And I motion for her to come to talk to me. And, I motion, and she presses no. Come on, no. And finally, she sees the boy. He's easing away from where she was heading, and he's flirting with another girl. He is. And so she comes back to where I'm at. What do you want? Like that. I said, you see that lady there? That's the lady you're afraid of. I point to the lady back in the back side. And my sister, she looks at her. I think it is. I think it's that awful lady that lives in that house. I said, you see that boy with her? And my sister said, what boy? I said, that boy that's with her. I said, what boy? The boy that's with her. There's no boy with her. I don't know what to tell my sister. There's a boy with her. No, there's no boy with her. And the boy sees that I'm looking at him. His eyes, they suddenly have a spark of life about them. They go from looking dead to there's a spark of life. It's kind of an eerie spark of life, but there's a spark of life. He sees that I'm looking at him, and he looks back at me. We got that eye contact. I don't know whether I should be nervous or not. I really don't. There's something odd about it, though. When our eyes meet, it's odd. It's really odd. And I tell my sister, well, that boy you're interested in, he's no longer flirting with that girl. You may want to splash him or something. Just splash the hell out of him. Splash that. I'll get his attention. He'll know you're around. You splash the hell out of him. She said, I'm not going to splash him. Oh, my God, he's the most popular kid in our class. I'm not going to splash him. The most popular kid in your class? What's popular? What is popular? When people... They it's hard to explain, but she tried to explain it to me. She said, when there's somebody and the other kids just naturally like them. They just naturally like them. Naturally like somebody? I like everybody. What are you talking about? No, there's some kids that's just more popular than other kids. And he's popular. I'm not going to go splash him. Well, go splash him. I tell you what, I'll go splash him. She said, don't you dare. Don't you dare go splash him. Don't. I horrify my sister. She thinks, he's kind of on deep and I'm there. Mother's got my hand still. I said, I'll splash him for you. No. So my sister, she swims toward the boy. My sister can swim. Makes me jealous. She can swim. I can't swim. Why can't I swim? So she swims toward the boy, and my mother, she's still got my hand, and she whirls me around. I laugh. She whirls me around. I laugh. And then she sees my father talking to somebody, and she wants to talk to them also. So she picks me up, and she sits me on the edge of the pool, and she says, now, you stay right here. Stay right here. Stay right here. Stay right here. She tells me, she makes it clear, stay right there. So she walks off to where my father's talking to somebody, and she starts talking to them as well. And another woman walks up. They're talking. And I've been told, stay right there. Well, next episode. I know I said something was going to happen this episode, but I didn't get to it. I will get to it next episode. Something's going to happen. Yes, something's going to happen next episode. Thanks for watching and listening, and hit that subscribe button.